Hey everyone. So I have an Acura 2010 TL where my console cup holder has decided to break off. So basically it's snapped in half and I wanted to try to replace it on my own. I've never done anything like this before, and so I thought I would video this in case this actually does work out that I can share with other people. So I looked online and I did the research on how to snap the silver trim off. I used a really small screwdriver basically to get up underneath the trim from the bottom, and I started over on the back side here and then slowly worked my way down. You can see how it has the little holes where it snaps in here and then it snaps off all the way up there. It's the same thing on the passenger side. So basically I snapped off the entire silver trim. So basically you're gonna have two pieces of silver trim, and you can see here it has the little white hooks that snap off. Okay, so I'm also going to show you the piece that I ordered online. They basically sell it as the entire cup holder piece with the slide attached. And so that's the piece that I'm going to be attempting to replace today. So basically after I got the trim taken off the sides, which you do very slowly, very carefully because you don't want to mess it up, I took out the screw here by the light socket. I'm sorry, yeah, the little power cigarette lighter type thing. And then I took out a screw here and the screw on the other side. And so far, I'm able to lift this completely up and down. It's pretty loose, so I think I'm just about to the point now where I can take the whole piece out. And I'm still working on a few things. So underneath, you can see where the seat warmers and certain things plug in. So I am going to unplug those, and then all I'll be left with is the shifting stick to get off, so I can hopefully take off this whole console piece and then replace out the cup holder. Okay, so now that I've got this whole console piece, what appears to be pretty loose, my main problem is getting it over the shift knob. So I found a video online where if you come down here and you feel right along the edge of the boot, you can squeeze it and this piece slides down. I had to use two hands to hold it and then pull it, but you can see here that this, since I squeezed it, and then it would just pulls right down. Okay, so the next thing I had to do was get this tiny little plastic rim that's in the shifting knob off. So just like I did with my trim, I used this really tiny flathead screwdriver to go ahead and work my way around the edge. It's going to pop off just like so, and then if you can see it, there's a couple of screws up there that I'm going to remove to go ahead and take this shifting knob off. And after that, in theory, my console cover should go ahead and pop off. Okay, so after I removed the two screws, basically the shifting knob just slid off there, and now my console is just about ready to come out. The only thing that's blocking it is I need to detach the cigarette lighter, and then underneath I need to, let me shine a flashlight in here, I need to pop off the connectors for the seat warmers and I guess the lights for the shifting knobs. So the green tab and the two blue tabs. So all of that needs to come unplugged, and you can see here how it's wired, but it just disconnects right there. So I should be able to unplug those, and this whole top console piece should go ahead and just slide right out. Okay, so I've got my console pulled out at a pretty decent angle now with my flashlight in there. The only things I have left to unhook are the 2 seat warmer cables, which you can see right there in white and blue, and then also the cigarette lighter. In order for me to get the whole console piece off, those 3 things are left. And to unhook the seat warmer, there's like a tab right here in the middle, if I can push it, and you'll see how it pushes in like that. That's how you get it out. So if you push that in and just pull down, then the whole seat warmer piece will disconnect itself. It took me a while to figure that one out. I was really trying to overcomplicate this. So pretty simple. Okay, so after disconnecting the 2 seat warmer plugs, I didn't actually need to disconnect my cigarette lighter. So I'll be able to go ahead and unscrew, I believe there's 6 screws from what it looks like. 1 here, here, and here, and then on the same side, all along the side, and the cup holder should go ahead and disconnect, and then I can just screw the other one in to the exact same spot. So I will do that, and we'll move on. Alright, so I basically unscrewed the other cup holder, and it definitely was just the 6 screws, and went ahead and put the new one in. It's not sliding all the way back because I have something blocking it, but it does work. And then I went ahead and plugged back in my seat warmers and the little green, well, you can't see it, but yeah, that right there, little green thing that goes to the shift knob. And so now I'm just going to start sliding this back in and putting everything back together. Okay, so basically to put it back in, you slide it back in, kind of lift it and stick it up underneath here where the radio starts, and then align it. And if you were taking it apart, you'll remember, but the screws on both sides, there's like a little knob thing sticking out right there, right here, that it helps you to line it back up. And then once you get it lined back up, it's just kind of sitting there. Basically, you just press down in different areas of the console, like here, 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 and you'll start to hear it snapping down back into place. And that's how you know you got it all working. Okay, so basically now I've went ahead and screwed back down the cigarette lighter. When you're putting it back in, there's like a little notch here that you need to make sure you slide it back into, otherwise it just wiggles around on this other side. So to make it secure on both sides, you have to make sure it's in the right spot. I put my screw back in here and my screw back in here, and then I've put my knob back on and reconnected my boot here. And so the last thing to do is to put my trim back on. I'll probably start from the largest side and work my way down, and that should be just easy snap-on. So I hope this video was helpful. I now have a working cup holder again. It only cost $75 for the part. I'm sure it would have cost me probably a few $100s to take it to the dealership. I've never done this before, and it took me about an hour to do. Oh, and I made sure my seat warmers still work, which they do, so we're all good. Enjoy!